Bill's Place Outdoor Power Equipment here. Today we have a Briggs Stratton EXI725, 163cc, 7¼ foot-pounds of torque engine. It was purchased brand new on a Toro Recycler Max lawnmower. The customer used it for part of a cut until it locked up on them. We're going to find out what went wrong. We think he didn't put oil in it, and he didn't argue the fact when he purchased a new mower from us, but I'm not positive, so we're going to find out today. And I would say that oil looks like it's got kind of on the gray side. Might have some metal in it. The model number this engine came off of was a Toro 21485. Serial number started with 416. That was a Recycler Max with Smart Stow. Let's find out what went wrong. Come on, Bolt, you can do it. Okay, let's take this cover off. And here's the inside. Lower bearing surface looks okay. Governor gear assembly. We're going to have to pull this. I really wish they would have drained the oil better. Pull that camshaft out. There it is, right there. It's going to stop, right there. You can see that. It will turn over and stops right there. Not sure why. I don't know if something's come apart on the head, but we're about to find out. Okay, the head looks okay. Not sure if you can see on camera, but the cylinder's scored up pretty good. Not horrible, not the worst I've ever seen, but there's quite a bit of scoring. You can see that there. Hopefully that shows up on the camera. It's pretty well scored all the way around. Even now, I still can't turn this engine all the way over. I get to the bottom and I'm stuck, so that's strange. Put this shit out here. I discovered the rod bolt loose right here, the lower rod bolt. We're going to take it apart and find out what we find. Take that back. Both rod bolts are quite loose. Usually rod bolts only come loose when the crankshaft heats up. Briggs would argue warranty all day long on this if you tried to tell them a rod cap came loose. They definitely wouldn't believe you. And as they heat up, they do come loose, so that does happen. But I would expect this crank to be black, or that rod cap to be black, if it got really hot. Oh, it definitely spun a rod bearing. And there's the culprit. Probably a lack of oil, causing that guy to loosen up. Well, caused that guy to get hot, then loosen the bolts, and it started to spin on there. There's our piston. That's out. And there's our crankshaft bearing surface. Pretty galled up, pretty scored up. Cylinder wall doesn't feel as bad as it looks. But that's what happens when you don't put oil in them. And there's how bad that rod looked. Pretty rough. Pretty beat up. It's a pretty bad connecting rod.